Hello there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. In case we haven't met yet, go ahead and type hashtag pajama in the comments below, and then I know it's the first time that you're seeing me or hearing my voice, and I will have a chance to introduce myself. Today is day 168 of the Daily Scare Share. I'm doing one thing a day, well, at least so far for 167 days I have, that scares me, that stretches my comfort zone and gets me out of the rut that I discovered I was living in this year. Now, I'm still in a little bit of a rut, just to let you know, but I am busting out of it a little bit more each and every day with the help of the book, Do One Thing a Day That Scares You. Today is one of those super scary blank line days, today and tomorrow both. And all it says is, today I did not capitulate. Well, what am I going to not capitulate? I have no idea, I'll be honest. I don't know what I'm going to not capitulate today, but I pretty much never capitulate, so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do it today either. Now, on these blank line days, I like to go to some of the tools I have in my own personal toolbox to help me decide what can I do to stretch my comfort zone? What can I think about and do and explore to, continue to move me forward toward what it is that I want? And what I like to do is I usually grab a book or I'll grab one of these decks of cards. I have a couple decks of cards here. This one is Getting Into the Vortex by Esther and Jerry Hicks, The Teachings of Abraham. So I pulled a card out of there. And I also happen to have the deck Archangel Oracle cards. It was a gift from my sister by Doreen Virtue. So I pulled one randomly out of that deck too. And I'll just share those with you today. The first one, the Angel card, it says claircognizance. Claircognizance. I'm sure I've heard of that word before, but I'm not super familiar with it. Fortunately, it defined it on the card. It says, Archangel Uriel. And it's a quote from his or her. I'm not sure if Uriel is a him or a her, because the angels are kind of both, depending on where you're reading about them. But Uriel says, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you, as they are answered prayers. I think that's probably true. Usually when we're, stressing or worrying or wondering or dealing with an obstacle or a problem or a situation, we think about it and we fret a little bit about it, and a lot of times people pray about it. And that's where we get our solutions and our ideas, or we sleep on it and we wake up with the solution. And those ideas and those thoughts come to us for a reason, and they come to us from somewhere that is, a topic of a much broader discussion than we have time for today. So out of Getting Into the Vortex, and you might not know what a vortex is, but a vortex is just a swirling mass of awesome feelings and everything that you want. That's how I describe a vortex. So this card says, my life is about my relationships. My life is about my relationships. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Here's what it has to say. Handy dandy magnifying glass. You will never find yourself in a point in time when the subject of relationships is not an active part of your now experience, for everything you perceive or notice or know is because of your relationship with something else. Without a comparative experience, you would be unable to perceive or focus any kind of understanding within yourself. Difficulty reading today. Within yourself. Therefore, it is accurate to say that without relationships, you could not exist at all. So basically it's saying we understand things based on how we compare them to other things. And the only way to understand anything is by comparing it to something else that we can relate to. So it's all about relationships. Interesting, very interesting. So those are our cards to get us thinking about something that can help stretch our comfort zone today. So I guess with respect to relationships, I will not capitulate in my relationships, and I will think about what my relationships mean and how I can go ahead and continue to improve them, because in our life and everything we want is really all about relationships and the quality of those relationships. So I'm going to make sure that I spend some time focusing on my relationships today, relationships especially with those I love and care about. And as far as claircognizance goes, I'm going to pay attention to the ideas that pop up into my head today, because they are obviously the answers to things that I am seeking answers to. That's it. Go out, make it an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow with another daily scare share. Go stretch your comfort zone. You can do it.